Okie dokie. Let's see if we can get things kind of cracking here. Make sure everything's okay. So as you guys know, I go through this thing. Make sure everything's gonna operate quite well. Put on my tablet. Make sure everything's cool with the tablet. And it seems like it's working okay. Everything seems like it's a go. So, well, here we go. Welcome to early afternoon session of grayscale painting. This is 11 by 15 inch cardboard. Okay, this is actually the backing of the 11 by 15 inch watercolor paper pad that I use. All right, this is actually one that I had laying around. What I did for the background, I'll talk about the background first. I've just taken tubes of paint. You know, you get those tubes of paint that are kind of low to the front, kind of look like this. All right, and you know, I had a few of those, so I just used them all up. With this one, it was sienna. It wasn't phthalo blue, it was another blue. It was a greenish blue, like a turquoise. So it was sienna, turquoise, and white, I believe, and some magenta. And that was it. I just mixed them together. And with this one, I went circular motions. Then I put the white in just to give me a nice light area somewhere, and dark on the corners, and that was really about it. And just let it naturally dry. I did that. Hello, Nell. How are you? I just did that you know, this morning actually. Okay, and like I said, I just let it dry. Let it sit over there in the corner and let it dry. Once it's dry, I just tape it up to the board, and there you go. Took a chalk pencil. You should be able to see it. I just outlined what's going to be somewhat of a weaved basket. Did a little bit of the handle, and that's it. That's all I need right now. The basket will be white. All right. We're actually going to start out with the basket first. Okay. If you look on the lower part of your screen, now if you see my eyes glance, I'm glancing towards the major screen over there. All right. Let's do it this way. I changed the camera angle last night because I do have a problem with the back of my hand getting in the way of mixing the paints. Okay. Hey, Marilyn, how are you? So we got raw umber, we got primary yellow. This is the chalk white this time. Magenta, and this is primary blue. That's it. All right, so we have 5 colors there. Okay, once again, I got a series of brushes. They're very tiny. I think the largest one will be like the 1/2 inch brush. I think that would basically be all I would need. I do have my glycerin, which I did not uncap. Don't know how much of the glycerin I'll be using today. I'll put it right here. Now, like I said, I changed the direction of the camera down here on the lower. For me, it's the lower right hand side. I think it's the same thing for you. Okay. So when I do get the brushes, as you can see my hand here, and the paints are over here. Now, for you, it's on the bottom. For me, it's on the top. Okay. It's not, the camera's not switched, it's just the position of the camera. But you'll be able to see me do stuff with the brush instead of looking at the back of my hand all the time. All right. So even though this bowl of glycerin is at the top, it's actually the bottom. Okay. even though you see the paint's on the bottom, it's actually at the top. Like I said, the camera switched around. All right, so I got it attached to actually one of the window frames. Okay, it's on one of the poles that are designed to do that type of thing. You can hold the camera sideways, or you can put it on the ceiling for upside down or above head shot. So that's what I did. Okay, now that I've explained all of that, let's get to the getting. It will be a wicker basket, quick one. Okay, nothing too involved with the wicker basket, because there's going to be all sorts of greenery and stuff all around and whatnot. Okay, I was going to do a hanging potted plant, but I decided against that because I haven't done too many baskets. I haven't done any in quite some time. All right, but we're going to mix our own. We have to kind of mix our own gray. Okay. All right. I guess I'll take a little bit of this umber here. I'll put it down below, right about here. You guys should be able to see it. Okay. All right. So a little bit of umber. We're gonna get a little bit of blue. This is basically all I would need to mix a nice gray. All right. Now, depending on what type of gray I'm looking for, it depends on your ratio of the brown and the blue mix. Okay. I think what I'm mixing here should be about right. And basically, to get the gray that I'm looking for, you just add white to it. All right, now it's gray already, but it's a little too deep, a little too dark for right now. Get a little bit of white. You put it in there. You mix it in fairly well, just like that. Because it's a white basket, I got to get a color that isn't really too dark for the blocking in. Okay. And as you see, all you do is really just stir it around. All right. This is not craft paint this time. This is a little higher quality paint for this. Okay. And really, I'm just, as of right now, I'm just gonna block stuff in. I'm gonna get a wee bit of glycerin, not too much, because I want it to be more paint than glycerin. The glycerin just helps the paint flow around, move around a little bit. Okay. All right. And remember, this is just the blocking in stage. Okay. All right. And here we go. I don't have to necessarily fill in this whole plant because it's going to be covered with leaves. You follow me? Okay, so I don't have to add any shelving. I'm just blocking stuff in. Okay. That's about it for that, and just block all that in. I come in here, it doesn't matter up there. Just a general area of where I want to place this color. That's all I'm doing. None of this really matters. I will get a general shape down here on the bottom of the patchwork there, the shape of the basket, the weave work. So it's just a series of the upside down letter U or whatever you want to represent for it. Then right here. So the bottom, if anything, you want the bottom kind of sharp. Anything over here, you know, it's okay. Because like I said, it's going to be faded out anyway. Let's see if I got enough of this color to continue on rather. I might not. I might have to mix some more, which is also fine. Because once again, I'm just blocking in color. A little bit of blue, a little bit of the brown. Mix it right in there. Just mix it in. Touch more brown. This is just my preference. I like my gray a little deeper. This is just me. Then you add the white to it there. You just keep stirring it around. There we go. See that? A wee bit of glycerin, loosen up the paint just a little bit there, just a tad. Yep, you guys can see it. You can see more of the brush and less of my hand. Very good. Well, Joe, how are you? Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Joe. Designs by CAD Pro, my man. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Okay, once again, just block in. That's all we're doing. Just block it in, block it in, block it in. Don't worry about the stuff on the top. Don't worry about all this top stuff up here. Okay. Don't worry about it looking all patchy and stuff like that. Trust me, don't worry. All this in here, don't worry about that. Okay, let's start on that rope up there. Now, once again, I'll be blocking in this stuff. This right now is just me blocking it all in. Block it in. I'm not worried. Don't worry about the striations or anything that comes later. Just like that. All the blocking in process, just like so. No more, no less. Blocking it all in. Block it all in. All right. Right beside me is a nice little cup of water. I don't think you guys can see it. It's just beyond the camera range. All right. Hey, Billy, how are you? Hey, Chrissy. Oh, Chrissy, talk to me here. Are you doing your drawing today? Because I know we're 5 hours apart here. And I just didn't know exactly what time you were doing it. Yeah, Kat, I know. You guys had a nice little shake this morning. Hey, Carolyn, to be free, how are you? It's all good. It's nice to see you. I didn't mean to step on Chrissy's time. I just didn't know what time she was starting. What flower am I painting? What flower am I painting? I might do some daisies today in 45 minutes. Okay, yeah, she's got to get ready. I know she got to get ready soon. All right, I think I'm gonna throw some daisies in there. I'm gonna do some light hydrangeas floating around in there in purple. Put some of my favorite leaves in there. Put the wicker basket in. If I put a poppy in there, maybe. If not, then I'll just stick with the daisies. Who knows? Okay, but once I get going, I go through it relatively quickly. So, but that's basically, what I'm doing. But I'm gonna get to do this. The pot has to be done first. Okay. I'm gonna show people a way to kind of do like a little wicker, a weaved pot basket, and it won't drive you too crazy. Okay. Now it comes in stages. No matter what you paint, it comes in stages. This is the first blocking in stage. You follow me? What I'm going to do next is actually put the patterns in there, but the patterns will not be white. That will not be the final color. Your final color usually is the highlight color. Your final color that will give you, the true color of whatever you want to put on it. Okay, Chrissy. I like how you use your power, but you don't abuse your power. Crack on. Don't worry, Chrissy. Today you won't have to pull out that chair. I think only Chrissy and I know what we're, what we're referring to. She won't have to put the chair out today. I might be cute and add a touch of blue. Just a slight touch. I'll tint this white just a little bit. Man, I'll tint it with a little bit of blue. I'm gonna need more than that. Let's gather up some more. I tend to make too little, so let's beef this up a little bit. You notice I put it in with the gray. I'm just mixing it in with the gray. Get a little touch of blue. That might be a little too much. Nah. Actually, I like that. Okay. Should I add some more glycerin? Yeah, just a touch more, just a little bit. When I say a touch of glycerin, I only put like a fraction of the brush into the glycerin and just mix it in there. That's all. All right, this is pretty cool. Now, if I wanted to gray that a little bit, I can. All I do is add a small touch of brown in there. Okay, and what it do is it just tone down some of that blue that's mixing that white. Okay. That's all, and I'm just using like a little micro bit at a time to shift the color. You follow me? Okay. All right. Here we go. Now with a wicker basket, let's do it this way. You guys should be able to see this. Watch what I'm gonna do. See this little curve there? Let's pretend it's a pumpkin. I think everybody's familiar with a pumpkin. See how the curve left? Okay, and I'm just it's like a little guide. This is really to show you guys what's happening here. All right, something like that. All right, more or less. Okay, let's do this. And what you can do is like wide letter U's. Okay, so we'll go here and you just pop one in there like that. And just keep at it, just like this. I'm turning my little brush around. See this? And we're going to do it again. You can stagger them. You don't have to be even like this. If you want to do it that way. Get a little more glycerin here. I know I should have made more of this color, but that's okay. I'll flip the brush over. I got a little bit more on the other side there. Like that. Let's get a little more white. Let's get a little more brown. A little bit of blue in there. A little more blue. I'm just making a bigger batch of this, that's all. Now add some white to that. It doesn't particularly matter what order you mix the colors in either. You know what 3 colors are going to make the color anyway. It's just a degree of, put some glycerin in there, move the arm. Just what degree of each color to get the value that you want of that said mix. Okay. That's it basically. Okay, you don't have to really worry about going too far out with it. Okay. And this is just me and a 1/2-inch brush having a little fun with it. Curve it around in there. And we're gonna angle it, just like that. See, you don't have to fill up. Let some of that darkness show through there. You can go through this rather quickly, like so. I am going to round out that bottom here pretty good. The the bottom, you kind of want to maintain a pretty decent shape there for the bottom. Don't worry about all this stuff around here. That's going to be covered. Hey Pittsburgh, how are you? How long have I used glycerin? A few years. Clive 5 way back was using, he made a video about household items that you can use for mediums and stuff like that, and he had mentioned the glycerin. And then somebody else had emailed me a long time ago. I wish I knew the guy's name, because I was searching for mediums, and he had mentioned the glycerin thing. So I looked it up and everything, and found out that way back when, glycerin was actually an ingredient in acrylic. One, to keep it from solidifying. Okay, so oops, there's more glycerin here. And so I started experimenting with it, seeing what it can and can't do, because I was looking for a medium that can be very versatile and essentially use oil painting techniques, but use it for acrylic, because acrylic dries notoriously fast. You follow me? Okay, top part of the weave on the basket, much like painting a braid, you would go in an S formation, but a long one. So I'll do it with this, like that, and keep that. Now, as we go along that loop here, I'm going to go the opposite way here. That loop, the strands get a little long like this. So you don't look for it to be exactly perfect. Okay. And remember, this will be highlights that's going to guide your eye. I'm going to use a smaller brush for that. And then, believe it or not, it goes right back to the S again. See this? Just like that. All right, very quick, very fast. Okay, once I'm done with the basket, I'm done with the basket. Now we'll go with I think I'll use a smaller brush. This is a 1/4 inch. I'll use this for the highlights. It will be more or less kind of like a dry brush type of thing, because I want to show off. I'll bring some of this chalk white out. That it will be a white basket. I'm gonna use the side of the brush. All right. Now remember, you're not looking for a perfect kind of a stroke. You want some of those striations to kind of be in there. Okay, so I'll just make sure you get the curve in there though, like so, like that. We're gonna go through that rather quickly, because basically I'm just going over whatever I already laid down. Okay. So try to use the side of the brush. I overlap a little bit because this brush is obviously exactly half the size of what I use primarily. Now you see the pattern is starting to take there because I'm dry brushing it on there. And we're going to do this all the way around. Whoops. Keep the curve. I'm painting in a way where my arm is kind of stretched out. But I want to let you see the brush strokes. Then my webbed hoodie. Hey JCT, how are you? As far as using glycerin, I must say a little bit goes a long way. That I will say. Okay, a little bit goes a long way. I'm using the side of the brush doing this. I'm not adding any glycerin. It's just all paint. And more or less a dry brush method. You see here, you see I'm using, let me put it down here, camera. I'm using the side of the brush. Okay. All right. I'm overlapping. And trust me, the overlapping is fine. The overlapping is fine. And we're just gonna keep right at it. If I have to go over certain spots, I'll do that a little bit later. but I don't think I will once it's all said and done. But you can start to see the patterns, the shape that the basket is already taking. I don't know what I got on TV here. I think it's like one of those old country western channels there. If you guys are asking questions, I promise I'll get to them. All right, Joe. I appreciate you stopping by to say hello. It's the weekend. I know people got various things they're doing. You know, people got lives. I understand. And, you know, I don't believe I'll be removing this video. It'll be there for replay and all of that good stuff. So, it's all good. Now, those of you know, I got this dinosaur commission I have to do. And I'm going to get to it. Probably I'm going to get to it on a live on Monday, more than likely. One, I got to get it done. I really got to get it done. I know that there's going to be a lot of detail and it's going to be a lot of time. So I'm kind of pumping myself up to it. When I was doing it, I got sick and I couldn't do it. I didn't do much of anything really. So I'm feeling 110% better. So it's time to crack on with that. Usually on my commissions, I'm not really that lax. I pretty much try to do them and get them out of here. But like I said, I was under the weather. I was really sick, so I couldn't do much of anything. Now I could have used a wider brush for all of this, but I won't get the texture that you see that's going on with the basket right now. Now, even though I'm stroking the paint across like this on this basket, I can be really slick and very coy when it's dry and start adding glazed tones to this. There's all sorts of things you can do with this, really. And I'm not going to have the basket just floating in the air. I'm going to darken the bottom there so it will be settled in there. Alrighty. Thank you, CAD. As you see, I'm not getting rid of all of that deeper gray tone there, but you also know that it is a white basket. Okay. I'm doing it in this fashion, like this, on purpose, because there's people who might have never painted a basket, and so I want to show them with a series of strokes that you can achieve at least the look of one. Okay, and it look more like one once the flowers and the plants get in there and all that wholesome stuff there. Okay, let's go with the handle here. Pretty much the same thing with the handle. All right, that little S shape there, like that. Okay, I'll pop another one in there like that, because it's a weaved basket, so the more striations actually the better. Okay, so don't panic. Basically I'm just overlapping. I'm gonna just keep it moving. I'll look at the screen. One, I look at the screen because it's like looking at a fresh set of eyes when I look at the screen to my very simple, very simple. I'm gonna probably glaze some of this just to give it a sense of roundness and depth. Okay, now I'm just starting from the opposite side and I'm gonna go around like so. Let's do that again. It's like a long braid. You know how, you know, those who braid hair? Come on around just like that. Side of the brush. Like so. Do it again. And then we return right back to the long letter S. Just like that. Just like so. All right. Okay. Now we're going to be a little coy. Since I did not add any glycerin to this at all. All right. Most of it should be just about dry already to the touch. See? So we're pretty good. All right. Let's go back to our 1/2 inch. Let's play. I got a series of 1/2 inches, so brushes. So kind of don't matter. Let's get a little bit of glycerin. We'll put it right here. Let's get a little bit of that gray out of there, just like that. Okay. Let's get a touch of brown. Put it right there in that glycerin. Just to darken it a little bit there. Let's get a little bit of blue. Put it in there, just like that. Now, see this gray here, this light gray? Get a scoop of that, put it in there. Just lighten it up a little bit. Let's get some glycerin. Keep it more glycerin than paint. Okay. All right. We'll start playing around a little bit. You know, just like, let's get a, now since it's more glycerin than paint, okay, be careful. Anything darker makes things recede. You follow me? So let's go here on the bottom. I'm going to show you how much it will recede. This is just an example. All right. We'll do that bottom there. Like that. So you just got to be careful with it. And just that little bit of color, you see what happens? All right. The bottom of the basket is definitely darker than what's going on up top. So be careful. This all depends on how dark you have your shadow tone. Okay. We'll do it this way. We'll play around like that. And I'll just take my little brush and I'll just soften. No hard edges. Just soften those edges a little bit. You see how you can get that going like that? And I don't have to add a lot of the gray, you know, for those tones. You can do it in between here a little bit, maybe a little bit here. Just like that. Just real subtle. And get rid of the hard edge. You follow me? Now you see that, you do see this, it's in there, but it's not blatant. Follow me? Let's get a little more brown. Let's put it right there. Let's get a little touch of blue. Put it right in there. Little touch of blue. Put it right in there. Take the glycerin. Mix it in there. See that? Glycerin will make this paint transparent. That's the key. That's what's going on with it. Go get a little bit of that. Lighten it up a little bit. See this? Okay. Now I want you to look. Look side by side comparison. Even though it's lighter, but it's darker than that. But it's still a glaze. You can still see different values through this method. All right, whatever's dark in here will pop out. You got me? Let's add a little bit of that in here, like that. Look at this. See this? And we'll kind of give it a little bit of something there. And I'm getting rid of that hard edge. Remember, this is very, very pliable. All right. Now, I made those sink in, but that one sticks out. There. Like so. Let's add the shadow maybe on this side. We'll put a little bit of that in here like this. I'm doing this on purpose just so you to see, but now you can see the difference in value. But you soften up that edge, soften it, make it, blend it right out there to that light area. Like that. So it's not just disturbingly hard edge on there. All right. RV Weekends, how are you? Yeah, the glycerin makes a great, great medium for shadow. And like I say, it makes the paint transparent. Down here a little bit, I'll make it a little bit darker, right down in here. And basically all I'm doing is just teasing what I'm going to do down below. Okay, Just like that. Smooth it out, smooth it out. I'm wiping off my brush as I'm doing it. Down here doesn't matter. You're gonna see in a second. Okay, enough of that. Let's make something dark down here so we can have this thing looks like it's sitting on something instead of just floating in the air. Okay, this is not I Dream of Jeannie, so let's get a little more brown. Now this blue is pretty light for my taste, so we're going to make a little deeper there. Now red is an extremely powerful color. As you can see, this blue isn't as strong as the blue that I'm accustomed to, so it will make a very dainty, this blue is not as powerful as the red, so it makes a kind of a dainty mauvey on the red side. We're gonna kill that though. We'll kill it. Now even that is just too it's still too soft a color for me. That's because the blue is not strong enough. Therefore we got a remedy for that. It's just because that blue's just way too light. I'm gonna show you something. Let's get some dark blue. This is essentially almost like phthalo blue. Now that blue will make a difference. That will darken that red up with that brown and that red. Okay. Now that'll make a difference. You put red in that. Look at that color. See that? Now I'll take that brown and put it in there. All about color mixing. There we go. Now look at that color compared to, I'm doing this on purpose. That's why I got that color, this color, and now that. And remember, acrylic paint, when it dries flat, so it will appear darker once it's dry. No glycerin, it's just all paint right there. All right. Okie dokie. And here we go. All under here. We'll spread it out there. Just like that. Oh, we'll kind of make, you know what? Come off the page there like that. And then we'll kind of bring it around in there somewhere. But all up around here, shape that pretty strong there. Like so. And then we'll play around with all of this. Keep it horizontal. One that gives you a semblance of flatness there. So, just like that. Now I got my blender here. And if I want to smooth out some of them, that edge of there, smooth it out. You only got a small window because I have no glycerin. So while it's wet, you got a small window to get this done before the air hits it really good and it starts to dry up on you. I don't really want any hard edges for the shadows and stuff, so I'm just blending it out. And I don't want to add too much glycerin to it. I wanted to dry and, you know, get this ball rolling here with this guy. Now that I've got that, it's got tints of purple in it, which is fine. That's cool. Let's take the same color. Here it is right here. We'll add a little bit of white. Let's see what it looks like. And that's nice. That's cool. That's cool purple. That'll work. That will work. Let's start building up where I want certain flowers to be. All right, here's the fun part, sweetheart. We're just gonna, once again, we're blocking closet painter and sketcher. I'm not mad at you, bro. Now, even doing a little bouquet of flowers, you still got to start from the back to the front. You follow me? Okay. Now, with that in mind, let's just start building up stuff back here. Just like so. This is the stuff way in the back there. Just put it back there like this. And yes, I'm patting it on purpose like this. Yes, I am. I'm definitely doing it on purpose. As a matter of fact, add a little more white. Maybe a little lighter than that. So we'll just kind of play around back there like this. There's a method to my madness. I'm not entirely crazy. Just like that. Come out here like this a little bit. Okay, enough of that. Let's get some more purple. I'm gonna add a little bit of white to that purple right in here. Now I want you to closely look. Look at the color between that and that. There's a difference. Okay. All right. We're gonna come up here. We're gonna add some stuff right up in here like this. Just patch it in there. This is stuff in the back. Okay. That's all. Just in the back there. Just like so. Just put it back there. Let it hang out, chill, wave to you, you know. Okay, let's get a little more white. Let's go up in here. Let's see what we got here. It's a little deeper color. It's all good. We'll darken it up a little bit. Let's put some of these guys. And we'll throw it up in here like this. Like that. Put some around here like this. Put it behind it. Going in crazy directions like that. Any one of you can do this, what I'm doing, what I'm showing you right now. All right, there's no excuses. Any one of you can do. You guys can do this. Let's go with some yellow. All right, let's change stuff up here. Let's go with a little bit of yellow. Yeah, I've got it close to that purple. It's okay. Yellow's very transparent. Let's go with some of this very weak green, blue. It gives us a little light green here. That green, look at this green here. That's a little too light for me. Let's go into this darker blue. Let's kind of, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. That will work. This is cool. All right, let's, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this. Let's put that like right in here like this. Let's kind of pop some of those down in here like this. So we got one here. We got one here. You know what? Let's throw something up here like that. All right. All about placement now. You got to kind of think ahead of, you know, what you want to do. And right now, once again, I'm just filling out, blocking out color right here. Okay. So we got some of that coming here like this. It's all good. Let's take that same color. I like this color. Let's get a little bit of glycerin now. Remember, glycerin makes your paint flow a little easier and makes it a little transparent. I got more paint than glycerin. That's all good. All right. Let's play. Time to play. Let's do one of these numbers. Just like that. Let's put another one there. Thin, thick. Go back to being thin again. Do you see how things are starting to come together here? All right. So I just want to show you some things that, you know, any one of you can do this. Any one of you easily can do this. You know, put your mind to it. How about this? Let's go thin here. Thin. Comes up above. And it just kind of wiggles down like that. So we'll kind of give him a little bit of a body there, thin him out. He curves and he comes this way. Just like so. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's go back into this color. We're going to deepen it. Let's get a little purple. We'll pop some of that purple in there. Get some more yellow. Get some dark blue. Some dark blue in there like that. Deep green. Just like so. Let's get a little glycerin. We're going to thin that paint just a little bit and get it moving around, all right? Thank you, RV and Jen. How you doing, Jen? good to see you. For those of you who don't know who Jen is, click on that name. Oh, you cannot. Never mind. Don't do that. You put her in the bad box if you do that. YouTube don't do that. Go to her channel and subscribe to it. She's actually a Twitcher. She's on Twitch a lot. Twitcher. But she's a Twitcher. Okay. Let's start putting some of my favorite leaves in here. Now these might be a little dark for you right now, but that's okay. We'll highlight them just like that, and we'll come here. Yes, YouTube used to be friendly like that. I don't know. Ever since the COVID thing started, now they're kind of tightening up the belt strap on us here. You used to be able to click on the name and go right to the page, while this page will be reduced, but they just, I don't know. These fellas, some of these guys are in the background or whatever. I don't have to, do that whole total leaf thing. Okay. But we're having a little fun here. You'll see what I'm doing as I highlight some of these guys here. Okay, so it might look a little crazy to you right now, but as I keep doing it, you'll see. Okay. While I got some of this green going here, all right. Technically, I should do this with a smaller brush, but I'm already in the little zone here. We'll put one right here, at least a semblance of one, and we'll do it this way. At least you'll see at least one total leaf. Okay, I'll take my time with it. I'll see how it comes to a point there, just like this. All right, and then we'll do another one. We'll just put it right there, just like so. And then we'll just real quick. At least there's one there you guys can somewhat distinguish. But you just can't have just one. You know what? Let's do this. Let's just put one right like that. And we'll put one here. I'm just spread out, and then we'll come back to a little point like that. Okay. Make that a little prettier. I'll more likely add some other stuff. Maybe. At least you know what? Since it's kind of going this way, we'll keep it that. We'll keep it that. And then we'll go on from there. We'll see how it looks. Right now, cool. Okay. No, I can't leave it all alone. Let's highlight these guys. Let's keep it a little bit more or less natural leaf looking today. How about that? I'm getting a little glycerin. I got some white, put it in the patch of green there. I got my little blender here. Okay. Let's go with these fellas. Let's make the light side here. Now watch how I do this. That's because I kind of know where the leaf is, so I can kind of, Now if I don't want the fade to be very stark, I'll just take my blender and I'll just smooth some of that out. And that's about all you need back there for that. Get a little bit of glycerin, a little touch of white there. There, just like that. The brighter the highlight, the less of it you need, basically. Let's put the, here, let's go this way, like that, all right? And for this one, because you don't know really where the edge is, you just create one. See that? See this? Just like that. Now, if I don't want them to be really out there in that fashion, I just soften it. When you soften it in the same direction you did that stroke. All right, it just makes your life a lot easier. Trust me. Trust me, makes life easier. I'll do it again. This fella right here. This one here can kind of do to be darker, but it's all right. It's okay. just like so. And we'll soften that a little bit. You can soften it from the front, soften it from the back, you know. Let's get a little bit of this purple here. It's a little purple blue. We'll get a little glycerin, we'll thin that paint a little bit. I think some of that blue will be a better match. I did not clean my brush. It does not matter. Not at this point. Let's make a nice little dark half here, right here. Just like that. Don't know if I want it any darker than that. I think that will do fine. Going a little purple, going back into my little glycerin mix here. And we're gonna do it again on the, oh, here. This is perfect. This leaf right here, watch what happens now. Talk about depth. Oh, nah, too dark, too light rather. Let's go with the dark blue. That was too light. Let's get a little dark blue now. Let's get a little bit of this brown in that dark blue. Talk about a deep color. Look at these two mixes here. Now that's a nice deep mix. That. Let's get a little bit of glycerin. Thin that paint just a little bit. That's the color I'm looking for. Not that. Watch it. Watch what happens. Darken it up there. Put it right in there. Let's go in here like that. Just put it in. I'll just put it in there like that. This little soft brush, go in that direction of your leaf, go in that direction, other way around, soften it, just like that. Instant shadow. Look at that shadow. All right. Remember, there's all sorts of values and tones already in it. That black, the darker color just brings it out. You follow me? Okay. Come here and we'll just deepen some of that. Let's bring it all the way in there. Let's get some shadow going in there anyway. Just there, just like that. And then we'll go in that direction, but just in opposite direction. Same strokes, opposite direction. There's a reason why I'm doing that. Remember, this is going to cause a shadow here. Follow me. So you kind of think ahead. Okay. You got these guys back here. Let's just here. Right here in the corner, right down in here. Just kind of, because this, I don't even have to make it perfect. All right, right in here, just give it a little shadow in there, and just give them a little something back there. I really don't have to do much more than just do that, and just leave it be. If you want to put something light in there, like something's kind of peeking through, let's get a little bit of touch of yellow, a little bit of white. The white strengthens the yellow. Now, this is like a firecracker as of right now compared to everything else in there. So be mindful of that. I don't need any more than just that. And you just smooth it out a little bit. Don't have such a abrupt transition. Smooth it out. Bring some of that dark green in there. But look at that. All right. Okay. This fellow up here, he's a little higher, so we're gonna do the light side first. Just a little tap of glycerin, not much. Yep, you guys can see that. All right. Okay. Just like so. Soften it a little bit. I'm just touching it there. Just soften it a little. Just like so. I don't have to necessarily clean the brush. I'll just go back into that dark mix and repeat the process, but it's just darker on this side. It's all right. Just like so. Kind of play around with this side a little bit more. Just like that. Okay. All right. Just because I'm about to move on to the other flowers. But let's just give a little bit of love right here. The brighter the highlight, the less of it you need. And maybe a little bit of shine right there. That's about it for that one. I will not go back to that anymore. Let's give a little bit of love hit here too. Actually, it can be brighter. So add more white. Remember, the brighter the highlight, the less of it you need. There we go. And we'll have them come in a little bit more on that one. Just like that. I really don't have to even fade it too much. I just have to, that's fine. Leave it be. All right. Now, you know, the light's hitting certain angles or whatnot. Let me show you something else before we move on. This will help bring out more depth in your still life. Let's play with this soft brush. I tend to go fast when I start rolling along, and that's not cool. If I'm going to show you something, let's get some of this dark right here. Put the softy little brush, and we'll come here and add a little glistening. Nah, it can be a little darker than that. Let's add a little brown. A little brown, slight touch of blue. Put it in there. A little bit of brown, just like that. Okay, a little glycerin, just a little tap of glycerin. Move it around in there, just like that. Okay, you kind of see what it's starting to look like there, right? Now, if you get fearful and you feel you messed up, wipe it off, let it dry, and do it over again. Okay. For someone that's just starting, do you recommend a specific paint brand? Go Grumbacher. Now, here in New York, they're about $6.50 a tube. Yeah, I'll show you one here. I didn't even use it yet. This one's new. I didn't use it. This guy right here. Okay. Start with those. And you might end up just staying with those. They do. This is the Academy. They got other higher grade versions. I choose Grumbacher because I used to be an oil painter, and the consistency of the Grumbacher paint reminds me of oil paint. It's got that thickness, so that's what I use. And I tend to stick with it. If that's a little bit much for you, then Dollar Rounty. Okay, this one, which is not as thin as you think. All right, it's a lower priced, and you can go with that also. No problem, RV. Okay, we have been here an hour. Now look, watch what I'm gonna do here, because you got shadows here now. Now remember that dark mix I had? I just put it right here on. Look at this, look. Instant shadow, look at that. How's that? Come on in here, put some of that up in there. Look at this, look. Go around, go keep to the pattern of the basket. Okay. We're probably gonna have some shadows up around here too, just like that. Oh yeah, we'll weave it and go with the pattern of the. But look what I'm doing here. This is forethought here. So I'm just adding the shadows before I even put the leaves in. All right, don't need too much. Let's go back in here. Let's tighten up some of these here. Just look at this. Look, the striations are already there for you. It's a light flick of the wrist. See the striations up there already? See that? So you can straighten up and still maintain the appearance of a white basket. See how easily you can do that? All right. Jen, I know all about sleepless nights. Trust me. I understand. I want to show you guys one more thing, but yeah, I'm gonna show it to you now while it's strong in my mind. Let me show you something. I'm gonna get a little bit of blue. Actually, before I do that, let's clear some of this out. I can always remix whatever color I need. I just want to get rid of the riffraff. I'll put it down here. I'll wipe it away. Let me scrape some of this away here. like I say, if I need any more of whatever, I just mix it. It's no big deal. I just want to clear a path here for a second here. This is a glass palette. This is wonderful. It was actually given to me. I do appreciate it. I've used it ever since. I am so spoiled on this thing. Usually if I like something and I know I'm going to use it a lot, I tend to get doubles. So I might have to price this thing and get another one. Okay. I just wanted to clear all that out of there. And like I say, while it's strong in my mind, I'll do it right now. Okay. I got some blue. I'm going to put the blue right here. It's only on the tip of the brush. I'm going to get some brown. Put it right on top of that blue. Just like that. I only got it on one half of the brush. Follow me. Get a little bit of glycerin. Now the glycerin is on the whole side of the brush, but I'm only painting one side of the brush here. Back and forth. It's like a one-stroke deal, the Donna Dewberry deal. I think you guys know who Donna Dewberry is, right? Okay, on the bottom here, the darkest part on the bottom. You see how it's starting to look now? You guys can do that. See that nice little transition? I'll go a little higher. The more you go across, the smoother that transition gets. Okay. If you're confident, go on the other side. You got paint on the other side. Do it again. Okay. You see that? That one stroke. Remember, this has got more glaze than anything, so I'm just getting rid of that top part there. Not getting rid of I'm just getting rid of the line. But just like that. Okay. Yeah. Glycerin also has a tendency, when it dries, it spreads. Alright, so a lot of those streaks might not be around by the time you get to it there. Okay. Alright. Now, I have darker blue. Let's go right in here. Now, I'm going to get that darker blue and that red. You're going to get a different, deeper bit of maroon here. Just like that. I'm going to add a little brown to it. Just deepen it a little bit. Basically, I'm looking for dark. That's it. Watch this. A slight bit of glycerin. Just a little bit here. I always have my blender handy. Opposite hand. Remember all of this? Watch this. Deeper. Remember, anything dark, it recedes. Alright. Put it in there. Just like so. Now, even though this is darker, so I don't have to go out as far. It's closer to the bottom of the plant there. Still going, I'm still keeping it horizontal. Okay. Let's give it a little more here. A little bit more. Come outside here a little bit more. Got my little blender. I'm gonna soften all of that. No hard edges. Let's keep it nice and soft. Keep it nice and soft there. I want it darker on this side though. This kind of, just like that. Bring it out there. I want those tones in there. I'm not looking for perfection. I don't need a perfectly balanced dark. That's not what I'm looking for. I want the values to show. There. All right. Now it's sitting somewhere. It's solid. It's like, it's right there. Okay. All right. So there won't be no ghost pot there. All right. Okay. These are, excuse me, just simple, basic little rules. Okay. All right. Let's clean off this little brush. This mop brush is nothing but, you know, a makeup eyeliner brush you get at Walmart. That's all this is. So I'll pay $5 for a pack of 6, and to pay $15 at the art store for this thing. It's up to you what you want to do, you know. I'm just saying. All right, let me stop playing with you. Let's get the cracking here. I'm going to take a much smaller brush. This is like a 1/4 little fella. If you can't see it here, I'll put it down here. Put it up to the camera. Little guy. All right, see that purple there? We're gonna make some more of that. But I'm gonna use the lighter blue because of what we have in the background. Let's go here. I know, a little tiny brush. It's all right. It's okay. For what we need it for, it will be fine. Little touch of red. This time I'm not going to use as much red. But look at that pretty color. Look at that. Stir it in there. That's very pretty by itself, but I can't have it that dark. So throw some white in there. Now look at that for a color. Look at this. Okay. This is also another reason why I use a very small palette. So those that are beginning, those that are starting, getting kind of used to mixing color and whatnot, you can see what kind of colors you can produce. You follow me? I'm getting some glycerin here. Now this brush is a natural hair brush, a little stiffer. Okay. Okay. This is the touch screen. I'm just adjusting the focus. All right, let's have a little fun. Actually, it needs to be brighter than that. More white. As I'm looking at it. Now, if you can see, look at what I'm doing here. I'm not using all of that purple. There. Okay. A little touch of glycerin there. I'm also mixing it like this on purpose so you can see. Okay. All right. Hydrangea. Let's put some hydrangeas in the back there. Where's my trusty little fadey thingy here? Oh, did I just put paint on my unit? It'll survive. It'll be all right. All right. Here we go. Ready? Set. Let's have some fun. You press. Let it go. All right. You press, let it go. Press, let it go. Look at this. Different directions. Have it go over that leaf there. All right. Don't overthink these guys. More of a teardrop type of shape with these fellas. You'd be surprised how far you can actually go with doing these. Okay. You'd be surprised how fast you can fill this up with these fellas. These are, believe it or not, are background, all background. Come out here. Get some of them out there like that. If you feel your paint is getting a little too stiff, now this is like a natural hair brush. It's not a synthetic brush, so it's a little stiff. Okay, it is. All right, that's enough of that. Let's take that same color. We're moving up right along here, up here. around in this area. Just put some kind of coming that way. Wipe that off like that. Then we start adding in little bits and pieces of these fellas like that. Look at this. Now you see why I got that light background, because you don't have to fill every centimeter up with these leaves. Your eyes are going to do that for you. Do you understand me? Your eyes will do that all by itself. Whoops. Keep general shape at least, Mr. Gray. And don't be scared to overlap. Alright? Don't be a chicken. Overlap these guys. If you feel the paint getting a little thin, get some more. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's get some more glycerin. Let's go over here to the darker purple. Alright. You're going to repeat the same process with the darker purple. Just like that. And you'll see the shift. You'll see and add it, include it into some of them lighter ones. Alright, make that shift. See this? Put it in there. Alright. Now, let me show you some. Well, let me get a couple of these done here, and then I'll show you something. Alright. While I'm doing this. This little animal hair brush, it put the paint right on the canvas / cardboard or whatever surface it will put this paint on here. So you'll be dipping quite often. Let me show you something now that I just did that. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make that one a little bit better. A little better centered. Something like that. Alright, so you got a full one there. It just starts with one full one. Okay. From there, you go outward in different directions. Like so. And that's how you start building up these guys. See that? See how it starts spreading now? See that? All from one. From that one, you just go outward. You got me? I'm hoping that me chatting and showing this helps you out. Let me know there. Okay, Jen, you can do this, especially you. You can do this. Jen, what I'm showing is just a technique. All right. Once you get accustomed to the technique, I can never change your style, but with the technique that I'm showing you, it just adds to what you already know. And that's for anybody listening to this live or listening to this later. So I hope you understand that little analogy. And it's true. All right. I'll never stop your individuality, but hopefully I can show you some techniques that'll help boost it a little bit. All right. Okay. Let's go with some purple with a little more red in it. How about that? Same size brush still. I'm just adding red right into both of them. Don't matter. Here, look at that. Okay. All right. We've changed the color. Now, let's lighten the value of that color. Do you guys understand what I just said? Change the color, but let's now make a lighter value of said changed color. Look at this. There's your original color, and here's the value change. Same color, lighter value. Yeah? Okay. I think this will do. This will be fine. We're an hour 15 minutes in. A little bit of glycerin. Glycerin, once again, I'm using thicker acrylic. I'm not using the apple barrel acrylics. I did the black and white flower on believe I did it on Facebook. That was using Apple Barrel colors. Apple Barrel white and black, that's all I used. Okay, here we go. Hey Johnny, how are you? Good to see you. Natural hair bristle brushes tend to splay out on you and get beat down. Just keep that in mind. So if I want to keep this for a little while, I have to be mindful not to go in opposite directions or go perpendicular to the grain of the brush, or it's going to end up looking like this. All right, and I want to keep this brush for a while, so I have to closely look at it here and go with the grain of the brush. Okay, enough of me yakking. Let's get to getting. Forgive my squeaky chair. I must have ate too many hamburgers or something. I must have gained a few pounds. All right, ready, set, and off to the races. Ooh, that's a pretty color. What do you guys think? I like that. Let's put 3 down here. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Okay. Now from that, just add them. See this? Different directions. Go down like that. Add another one. Whatever. Floats your boat. Go over that handle. Go past the handle. Maybe there's one up here trying to say hi and peek to everybody here. Just like that. All right. The more you do it, the more comfortable you are with doing it. The possibilities and the ideas are endless. Okay. All right. Continue on. As Chrissy Canvas would say, crack on. We'll crack on. I think she's doing her drawing right now. If I knew, like I said, if I knew the time, I wouldn't have came on. I would have watched her do her drawing. Because this is not a scheduled thing. Right, what I'm doing right now is just, me just having a little fun doing it. Sometimes you just feel like painting. And plus this gets me kind of set up and started for my dino painting. Once I get to the dino painting, expect to see a lot of that. That's a commission piece that I take a bit of time on, and it's going to take a few days. So all I'm going to see is a dino. And the author of the book that I'm doing this from, he wants the T-Rex feathered, so it looks like a giant turkey, and I will give that to him. If he wants a giant turkey with teeth, I'm going to give him a giant turkey with teeth. Okay. All right. It's time for us to go a little darker now. Like I say, even though I'm chatting with you guys and I'm doing this, hydrangeas, people look at the hydrangeas and look at all those little small petals and stuff. Trust me, you'll fill up a page faster than you think. Trust me, it will happen. All right, we're gonna move right along here. Let's see. We should have a dark enough oh yeah. That'll work. See this? See, I don't have to have the contrast super deep, super dark. Okay, like not too big of a contrast, but just enough to know it's there. I would prefer to use a filbert to do these. I don't, believe it or not, have a small enough filbert. I need to consciously go out and just buy nothing but various size filbert brushes. That's a filbert. Look at I'm gonna put it against my skin here, you'll see it. Look at that, look at the roundness. All right, it's like half an egg. Preferably you would do hydrangeas with that. Preferably, it's preferred. But I'm using a little flathead, and it serves its purpose for what I'm doing right now. Now, as I'm doing these florals, this potted plant here. Keep in mind, I am painting these like they're the only subject matter, and it's not. But that's what you have to do. You have to approach this when you're doing something like multiple colors and stuff like that. You have to paint it like it's the only thing you're going to paint. We know it's not, but you have to approach the painting like that. You have to approach your subject, whatever it is at that time. You have to approach it like it's the only thing you're going to paint. It's the only subject that you care about. All right. And when you do that, you're continuing with the flow of your work. All right. You get me? Okay, let's go more traditional, and then we're going to call it a day for that, for the hydrangeas. I don't think I want that color. Let's clean that off. It's for this stuff back here. We're going to go with deep traditional, more or less purple. So I'm going to go with the darker blue here. Right here. Darker blue. It's going to be a purple. We'll put it right here. It's not going to really matter of that pink. Trust me. It's not going to matter. Look at that. See, because one, it just swallows it right up. So it's not going to matter in the least bit. And that's the color I'm looking for. That's the color I need. A little bit of glycerin to move this paint around, get it a little loose. All right. Even though I put glycerin in this little batch of paint, it's still more paint than glycerin. I just wanted to flow better and keep wet longer, just to move it around. All right. Check this out. Once I put this dark stuff in here, that will just come out more. You follow me? And if you don't follow me, you'll understand in a second. And just kind of put them in there. Look at this. It will set the rest of this stuff back. Just like that. Get some more. Put it right in there. It looks blue. It's not. It looks blue compared to everything you see in here, though. It does. It looks like a deep blue, but it's not. It's definitely purple. It's a deep purple, but it's definitely purple. We'll put some of them kind of sneaking through over in here, like that. But all this out here, pop them in there. If you find yourself getting tired of doing them, take a break, get some coffee, Kool-Aid, soda, Mad Dog 2020 or 44, whatever they call it. I don't drink, so I don't know what it is. I know it's Mad Dog. Get you something to relax, take your mind off for a second. Okay. Different directions, overlap some. I will make a few that really kind of look like an actual flower, but you see how it's starting to fill up in here. All right, I'll pan back and you'll really get the gist of it here. All right, because you guys have been looking at this for a while all close up, but I'll pull back here. Does the glycerin make it dry slower? Yes, it does, Jen. A little goes a long way. It does make it dry slower. It's easier for you to blend. Okay, much easier. And okay, now if I wanted, I can go back over this, but usually depending on the ratio, if it streaks, it tends to spread out. You have to, keep keep playing with it, and you would find it. You know, you'd find out. It's just a lot of playing with it. All right, let's bring this back up for a split second. Let's put it right here. Let's pull back, and you guys will see exactly what I mean here. All right, that should be good enough. That's what we're looking at right now. Okay, that's what it's looking like so far right now. I'm gonna show you something. Since Jen, she brought it up, kind of reminded me of something here. Let's take glycerin. The brush is filled with a little bit of glycerin here. Let's do these here, and we're gonna do these out here. Watch. I'm just gonna take the glycerin, and I'll just kind of rub it in here in this plant a little bit, just like that. Okay. I'll do it from right here. Then I'm gonna take my little brush, and I'll just go in a circular motion. Look what happens. Look. See that? See how it just gets soft again? See that? All right. See that? Circular motion. It just blurs them out a little bit. See that? It's all right. Now, water will cut through this stuff like a hot knife through butter. I just want it blurred out. And see that? See that nice little effect that happens? See that? Okay. So if I don't want all that fade fuzz going on too far, then I just wipe it away. All right. Let's take a little more glycerin. I'll just put it right here for right now. Just wipe some off. We'll do it a little bit of it right in here. We'll just kind of pat it, just like that. Okay. And maybe that leaf back there. We'll fade some of that leaf out there too, like that. Just put that glycerin right on there, just like that. All right. And we'll kind of fade him out too a little bit. Okay, we'll kind of mess with him, fade him out. Go on, fade him out a little bit, just like that. I'm wiping off my brush as I'm doing it. So it fades it out a little bit. All right. we're gonna do a little bit on this side too. I got the glycerin right here. I'll just wipe it on my brush a little bit. You can achieve the same effect on canvas also. I'm just tapping it down there. See? Just tap it on. Just a little tap, 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 tap. We'll do a few of them here, man. Why not? Tap, 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 tap. Just like that. Just tap, tap, tap. All right. I'm just wiping it off. Then you just take it, go in a little circular motion, just like that. Kind of blur them out a little bit. See that? Just blur it out. We'll do the blue stuff here. You can do it in varying degrees. You can really press on it and get it out of there, or you can just tap on it. You know, up to you. How much blur you want. Okay. If you want it super blurry, you press hard. If you don't want it as blurry, press softly. Okay. If you don't want a lot of it, to kind of like a lot of the glycerin, then you get some water and you just wipe it away. Okay. See that? Get a little softness in there. Okay. See, everything doesn't have to be in focus. You follow me? So you take advantage of all of these little effects and tricks and all that. See, I can blend it and not get rid of everything. See? Just blend a few of them here and there. Just like that. All right. All right. Hello, Haswina. How are you? Alrighty. Let's put we'll put the tiny brush away. We'll put it back in this little spot. There. Put it back there. Okay. Let's go back to our no, I don't want this. I'll go back to the 1/2" brush. Okay. We're gonna get I'm taking my 1/2" brush, I'm putting it in the water, loosen up the bristles, all right? All right, we're 90 minutes in here. but we're 90 minutes almost done with this painting. Okay. That might work. Let's put some darker leaves in there. It's coming out of here, maybe just something like that. Just a few. I probably will keep it geared more toward this area, going this way, kind of like the flow of the handle. All right, all about composition this time. Oh, let's get a little bit of dark blue. Let's put it right here. I'll get some glycerins right here, so I'll just mix it in there like that. All right. Okay. Oh, let's get a little touch of that yellow. Pop it in there. Boom. Nice deep green there, like that. All right. That's cool. That'll work. That'll work. Just a fine. I can do what it be, maybe a little tad darker, add more blue. If I want it deeper, I'll just add red, the opposite of color of the green. For those of you who need who have a hard time for those of you who have a hard time memorizing color opposites, blue and orange, right? Red and green, yellow and purple. Okay. Well, yellow and purple is Easter. Blue and orange, Halloween, like the candy corn. And the other one would be red and green, I think it is. And Christmas, right? Or a stoplight. Was it purple? Yellow. Yeah, yellow. Yeah, I did say yellow and purple. That's Easter. Yeah. So think of it that way. Okay. Go live at 2. All right. Okay. We'll go this way. We'll just come in like this. Thin. Thick. Thin again. And we'll get a little curve in there like that. I'm gonna go a little deeper with that color. I don't want it as transparent. So it's a gentle little dance between the glycerin and the paint. We're gonna do that one more time. Just like that. See, I wanted to kind of stick out there a little bit. Like so. All right. Little wiggle. Come out there like that. Now, as you can see, with me putting that green there, it brings that handle back. You follow me? All right. La 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 la. Also, if you notice, I didn't talk to you about it. 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You guys notice that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Odd numbers. I should have actually made a little game about it, and then whoever got the right answer, I would just send them the painting. I should have did that. Maybe next time, folks. Let's do this. He's closer. Watch this. We'll put him here. Watch what I'm gonna do here. Now we'll keep him up here. We'll keep him up here. He's in front of that one. It stops there. Right? It stops up there. But it stops there, angles, comes back. Just like that. give them a little flatness there, and then we'll kind of press down real good, and then put them in there like this, just like that. Now you got to make a separation there, because this one here is in the back, so he's got to be a little darker. This fill up there, he gets to be a little darker there. It comes to a point right there. Bear with me 1 second. The reason why I cough a lot, I have post-nasal drip, so when I run my mouth for any extended period of time, throat gets dry and I just hack. It's one of those little things my mom gave to me. It's a genetic deal. All right, enough of that. You guys get the general idea there. Okay. If you don't add the sound effects, it never works, Cad. Okay. Let's play with some daisies. We're almost done here. The daisies, I don't normally really like doing them with a flat brush. This is where a filbert comes handy. This filbert's a little large, so I'm gonna have to just improvise and go with it. All right, okay. And that's, it's the best I can do, really. Just improvise, kind of go with it. I don't really need the rest of this, so guess where this is going? Getting out of here. It don't have to go, but it gotta leave this. Gotta leave this glass tray. I'm at an awkward position, trying to wipe this stuff off. It's easier for me to wipe it towards me. I think I'm wiping it away from you guys, but it's actually coming towards me just to get it out of there. All right, that's it. All right, let's get a little bit of white. Actually, let's get a lot of bit of white. We'll pop it right here. It's all good. Right in here somewhere. I'm gonna have to be kind of slick because the brushes. Personally, the brush is just too big for the size of the surface I'm working on. This brush is just too large. But I will deal with it today. I'm gonna have to. I think I'm just gonna consciously go out and just buy some smaller filbert brushes. I'll look for a pack. If I can't find them, then I'm gonna have to order them. Okay, dokie. You know what? I do have a smaller batch. I think I do have a smaller filbert. But this is way too big. I think I do have a smaller one. Hold on, bear with me 1 second here. This is what happens when you have so many brushes and you forget, what your true inventory is. I do have a smaller one. I don't have to use this guy. I didn't even think about it. I'm looking right at him. Looking directly at this thing. I believe I have some. A lot of bit of white, yeah. I do have some, but I think it's too small. Oh, well, no, that's the wedge brush. Oh, this guy might work. Yeah, I'll make it work. We'll make it work today. We'll make it work. I do have one. A little too, whatever. It should work though. It should work just fine. I get agitated when I have to do all this coughing. All right, here we go. Oh, we'll start off with 1. Okay. We'll put Mr. Bluish white. Well, right around here. Here. We're gonna press. Yeah, you guys can see it. We'll press. Right. This is the first one. Press. Turn that brush sideways like that. All right. Okay, that's the first one. A little higher. Press. Turn it. Press. Turn it. It's gonna get smaller after this. Press. Turn. Go in the other direction. Press. Turn it. Curve it. Curve it. Just like that. And maybe a little tiny one there. And maybe we'll put a tiny one right there. And then we're gonna just take it and plop it right there. There go 1. All right. So he's turned a certain way. He's kind of going that way. Look, in the center, it would be in that direction. Okay. Let's go somewhere. Let's put another one somewhere else. How about this? Let's put the dot right here. Let's put the one that's in front of us. Let's put it there. All right. So we're gonna build everything off that fellow. So we're gonna go from the bottom. Okay. So let's go like this. We're gonna curve it like that. A little longer, a little curve like that. Another one, a little longer like that. A little longer, like so. We'll have one kind of go that direction, and we're going the opposite direction. Curve it in. These are remarkably simple to do once you kind of get the little knack of it there. All right, like so. This one, the dot is too close, so we'll kind of put one in there. We'll put the dot right up around in here somewhere like that. All right, that'll be okay. All right, let's go here. For some odd reason, one's trying to peek over here. Maybe he did something bad. He's on punishment, so we got him over there. All right. Maryland. That one looks like it's like almost 2 in 1. If you get something like that, like this, it looks kind of like weird. We can do something to correct that. We'll correct that. I thought this brush would be too small. It's actually perfect. Touch more glycerin. A little more white. It's going to be contaminated with this light blue anyway, so don't worry about it. I want to put another one in there. Slap one right here. Just like so. White. no matter what version of white, because of this compound chemical makeup for white, it always leaves kind of a chalky little residue. It's just the way that white's designed. All right, so and you'll feel it as the paint dries. All right, nothing but white now. Let's separate it. We'll put it right here. Nothing but white. I'm using plenty of it because I'm not going to use the glycerin. It's just going to be a lot of paint. All right, you start adding little highlight things. Think of light source, where it's coming from. All right, it's coming from around here. Watch this. All white, a lot of paint, a lot of paint, a lot of paint. We'll keep it like that. And this one, press, press, maybe kind of one there. All right, all right. Start pinpointing little highlights like that. Actually, I'm gonna have to create one here. Like that. We'll just create one right here, one in front of the other guys, like that. There. I'll just put one right. I'll just put it there because I didn't like the way that was coming out. All right, these fella right here, pop them in there, like that, just like so. All white, a lot of it. Press, go on in, press, go on in, press, go on in there, press. I think I don't do too many daisies because they're not relatively too difficult to do. Dip in that way, all bright white there. Can you? Yeah, you guys can see it. All right. And still think about composition. Just don't slap them anywhere. Okay. Now I can just take and just start creating petals now. Up in here, nice bright petals. But they have to be leading somewhere. All right. They gotta be going somewhere. You follow me? Let's put one like that and something like that in there. They got to be going somewhere, heading somewhere. We'll put up like one's trying to eke out over there somewhere. All right. Let's see here. We'll put one right up in here like that. We'll throw part of one in there like this. Overlap them in there. I think I'm gonna end up putting a rose or something in here. Who knows yet. I'm not really done. I gotta put the centers in, so we'll see well, what happens. Guess what? Pop one down in here too. We're pretty much cool here. I kind of like what I see. I like where it's headed. I like where it's going. Pop one in there like that. Okay, let's start putting centers in some of these fellas. We're gonna get a little bit of yellow. Put you back over here. Let's get a little yellow, strengthen it with some white. I'm gonna use a round brush. It's almost like, looks like a stencil brush of some sort. Yeah, I'll use this guy. No. I want to use a slightly larger one. Okay, I'll show it to you right. Can you guys see it right here? Or maybe down here you guys can see what it looks like. There. All right. Let's get a little yellow. Tap some of that yellow right here. Okay, get some white to strengthen up that yellow like that. I want you to see, so I'm pouncing the paint into the bristles. All right. Look at the glass palette here. Look, see that? That's the pattern you're kind of looking for. All right. All right, let's get to getting right here. Watch. Just like that. All right. You don't have to add perfectly round ones in there. I could take the side and just put it, like, see, a little one at the side. You get one right up in there like that. Okay. Pop one in there like so. Pop one in there like that. Okay. You could put these things just about anywhere, really. I mean, you can put them in spots where, you know, you might not even really see them. Okay. But you guys can see where we're going with it. All right. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Technically, to be honest with you, I mean, really, I don't have to truly add anything more to that. I'm going to, but you don't truly really have to. It's pretty much finished. All the rest is just frills and fluff. Let's center it a little bit here. Let's using water now. All right, I'll come here in the white area, right in here. Get an inky consistency. This is water, no glycerin, because we're heading toward the home stretch here. Just get a little bit of blue, just like that. Just pop in a little bit of yellow in there like this. Lighten it up, just like this. Might work. I might have to brighten it a little bit. A little more white. Let's brighten it up a little. Let's get plenty of it here. Okay. That might do it. Getting a little water. This is a script liner that I'm using here. All right, I'm rolling the paint in there. Okay. All right. Let's have something kind of come out of here like that. Get plenty of it. It only leaves a really thin line anyway. We can just come around using the tip of the brush. Come around in circles. Something like that. Oh, let's do another one. Come around in front. Yeah, let's have it go in front of some plants there like that. Once again, sound effects. Here, I'll go around this plant, right? Come on down, like that. Curl it around here, like that, like so. Okay. Let's get some red, just like that. Now let's scrape up some green here, right on the tip of the brush. Get a lot of it. Let's come over, who knows, let's come over here. Let's come out of here like this. That green, come across, cut across the plant there. Get some more green. A round brush would do better, honestly. Come around here, come around here. Pop a bud right there. All right, let's get some more green. Let's scrape it up here. Right on the head of the brush there. As much as you can anyway. Let's do another one. Let's have him spot from this guy, come behind that plant. Okay, it comes around, comes around, bam, right there. Okay, can you guys see that? There we go. Let's get a little bit of white. Let's get a little bit of yellow. Let's put it in there. A little yellow and white. Just like that. Oh, let's see if we can dredge up some more green in here. I'm turning my brush. I'm trying to pile in this green right on the head of the brush here. That might not be dark enough, so let's improvise. Let's get a little bit of blue. Let's get a little dark blue, put it in there. Some more dark blue. Only the head of the brush there, tip of the brush. Okay. Let's go on this side. Let's come out of here like this. Can you guys see it? Yes, you can. Boom. Just like that. Let's pull back a little bit so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing there. Just like so. All right. Of course, that brings this whole thing backwards a little bit because it's down below. You follow me? All about placement. You know, cutesy little things like that. All right, we'll leave it all alone. Maryland. That will probably be my biggest seller if I did that. Then it would lead me into depression. All right, guys. Here comes the best part of the whole video. Sign my name and call it a day. Okay. If anybody's interested in this thing, I'll put my signature somewhere around here. Just message me. I price them to get them out of here. I don't particularly want to keep them. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching me for almost 2 hours. Got 3 minutes, hit the 2-hour mark. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, let's see what it looks like with a frame. This is one of the very few paintings that I don't have a taped border. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that. Let's put this towel, I'm gonna put it right here. Okay. I usually, I'll start with the brown frame. People usually have their choices of which frame they like the best, you know. Hold on. Shut that down. We're gonna go through a series of camera switches. I'm sorry, forgive me. That way. There we go. All right. Let's bring myself downward. All right. Let's go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. Hit the focus real fast here. All right, I think we got enough. All right, let's throw brown frame. There we go. All right, that's what it looks like, somewhat, more or less. All right. Or you bring it down to where my signature is, somewhere around there, like that. All right. Okay, it's brown frame. Okay, let's do the black frame. And black frame pretty much looks like that. With or without the signature. The signature's down there, you know, be something like, you know, whatever. But this frame is the actual frame for it, so my signature is actually too low, but it's all right. Much like that. Okay. All right. I don't do too many baskets. Not like I used to. I used to do a lot of them in oil paint and everything. But guys, thank you very much. Hey, Chrissy. You had winners? Awesome. I'll check it out. I know a good time was had by all. I wish I was there to see it. Like I said, if I would have known, I wouldn't have came on. I'd have watched it. it probably came on afterward. But thank you guys for watching this. I appreciate it. I will take a photo of this and I will post it on the my Facebook page. And yeah, I may post it around or I may not. I don't know. I'll make that decision once I put it in the PC. Well, thank you very much, Chrissy. It's funny, now I'm on early enough you watch the whole thing and you had something going on. We'll work this out. Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Be safe. And I shall see you when I see you. Bye-bye.